Alright everyone, this is a short week for me. I'm recording this video after just a week and a day of development, and then I'll be out of town for 2 weeks, and then another short week on the other end. I did a ton of work to try to make up for this week, so let's jump into it. As you can see on the map, completely new map. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see I tried to draw on paper a level design, and then I tried to convert it to a prototype. So this is kind of more of an idea of what my game will look like. The interface, a lot of code changes, so just obviously visually, and these are not final graphics, I have to work with an artist and all that. I'm just trying to polish it up to see what kind of code I'll need. But we have waves and money and health down here, a start game button, so the game is frozen until you start it, which gives you a chance to set up your troops. Menus have changed to be bigger, and then we have a confirm menu. It'll show you the range, and then you can confirm. And then you'll notice world elements were added. That's an idea I'm playing with, where the map will organically grow as you continue playing, to make it look lived in, if you will. Yeah. Fence there. Over here we've got a gate with a shadow. So you can get the idea of it's going to be an actual siege on a castle that will have different, try to make it a little different than your average tower defense game. So the UI, interesting, like, so, and everything you see here, a couple challenges were that if you can't afford something and then you kill something, the UI it has to update. So when you can afford something, it'll be a red X, and then you kill someone, the code was not prepared for red X. So that was a pretty large refactor. And then the actual units coming in, let's actually bring them in. You see these arrows here? Those arrows took 6 hours of straight focus, just crop node troubles, and the same arrow has to work at any point in the map. So just actually fully understanding vectors and converting degrees into a vector and making the cropped portion go where it needs to go, that was where that came from. But the importance of the arrows is that my wave system used to have just a length between each wave. Now it has a delayed start, and that's when the arrow will come in. So you'll kill these guys, and then you'll see nothing. Shortly before the next wave comes, you'll get the delayed start, and that's when the arrow appears to give you an idea of what's going on. The only new unit added this week is, watch, so these guys will get to the gate. The new unit is level 2 of a castle, increased defense and arrow slits. So it'll be the equivalent of 3 or 1 archer unit, basically, maybe a little weaker when it comes time to balance it. But the idea is that depending on your play style, there will be plenty of upgrades for short range, plenty for mid range, and plenty for long. So you can stop the enemy well before they get to you, or you can let them all group together and destroy buildings. The catapults go on top here, and that we got through. Let's see. So if you notice, these have been popping up when these get through. The health. So obviously still playing with it, but I want to make subtle nods that you should be aware of what's happening without any text or tutorial happening. Obviously my game will need a tutorial, but the more self-explanatory things are, the better. Yeah, so that's the pop-ups. The level design obviously is what you've seen. Incoming wave arrows, that's what we just talked about. The new menus you've seen. As you buy things, the world changes. The idea is that it'll just get cooler. The range you've seen, and then the castle gate arrows. So that was like a massive feature push. Tons of code. Didn't even care about quality of code. Just really wanted to feel what my game would feel like. And there's bugs all over the place. Like, let's see. Oh, there you go, this guy. Everything had to be updated. The plist file, the catapults still aren't shooting in the right place, just all sorts of bugs. So on the tail end week of this, I think I have to just really go through and make everything I had working solidly working here. Oh, one last little thing, the little particle effects for the campfire and the waterfall. That was just fun to work on. Yeah, and then you can also see I'm in iOS 8 and OS X 10.10. So I think I'm going to play around with Swift a little bit between now and then too, and see how that'll apply to my code base. Anyway, good times. See you next time.